Hello, hello. Welcome to the studio. I'm Nishay. I'm so excited that you are with me today. This is your release class. We are going to stretch out the shoulders. We are going to stretch out the mid-back. You're going to need a tall foam roller and then a couple of yoga blocks or pillows. So what we're going to do is keep the roller on our mat. We're going to go to one end of the roller. We're going to lie ourselves all the way back on the other end. So when your hips come down, you're going to scoot yourself all the way down, and then you're going to reach, we're going to bring the head all the way back to the end of the roller. Just make sure that you are, that you're on here, okay? So your tailbone is on and your head is on. What we're going to do is just open up the chest here. So I want you to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Your feet should be grounded into the floor. We're going to do just a little shoulder blade work here. So I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades and hug the roller with those shoulder blades. We're going to hold that squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And we're going to retract those shoulder blades. You're trying to pull those shoulder blades apart as wide as you can. Reaching, reaching, reaching those arms up as if someone is pulling your arms. And we're going to hold 3, 2, 1. Do that again. So you're pushing the roller together with those shoulder blades are wrapping and squeezing the roller together. 3, 2, 1, and reach those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Pull the shoulder blades away from one another. Feel that nice open stretch across your back. 3, 2, 1, and go one more each here. See if you notice if there's a bigger range on this last one. Those muscles are starting to wake up. 3, 2, 1, and reach those fingertips all the way up, pulling those shoulder blades apart. 3, 2, and 1. Reaching the arms all the way out. I want you to bring your elbows down to the floor. So we're going to open up the chest here. Palms are going to face the ceiling. I want the elbows to ideally stay down in this position. If it's too much of a stretch, lift the elbows up to a hover off of the floor. We're going to reach the palms all the way back. Hands are going to ideally float down towards the floor. And we're going to feel this nice open stretch across our chest here, maybe the shoulders as well. Just notice what those shoulder blades are doing. See if you can keep that nice wrap position with the shoulder blades. We're going to hold here and do a couple of neck stretches. If you feel like, again, this is just too much of a stretch, let the hands come up and just hold with the elbows down towards the floor. And again, you can always lift the arms up and do this exercise. I do want you to relax those arms as much as you can. This is really going to help to open up the chest and open up the shoulders. So we're going to line our head right up on top of your spine, essentially. So for me, it's kind of hard to feel this. I feel like I have one side that's tighter than the other. So I want you just to take a minute and see if you can close your eyes, and you're going to nod your chin into your chest. And I want you to feel as you start to nod your chin to your chest, I'll also put a little visual here for you. So see if you can visualize an orange between your chin and your chest, and you're going to squeeze juice out of the orange. Okay, and it's like your orange is starting out like a big orange, and then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, like a little tiny mandarin orange. That's how much I want you to keep pulling your chin down towards your chest. And I want you to see if there's any tightness on one side or the other. All right, we're just going to hold here, take a couple of breaths. Each time that you exhale, see if you can squeeze that orange down smaller and smaller and smaller. And we're going to do this for about 10 more seconds. Again, breathing with it. I say hold, but I still want you to be slightly moving. These are like little tiny micro movements. All right, now we're going to just release that stretch here. And then I want you to just kind of move your head side to side, and I want you to see if you can kind of pull your head up on your spine again and almost try to line it up with that roller and line it up right on your spine. It's one of those things you can't see, but I want you to feel, okay? Now we're going to do the opposite. So now we're going to look up towards the ceiling, and I want you to imagine that someone is behind you, and you're going to try to look and lift your chin up and try to look and see if there's anyone back there behind you. That sounds real creepy, but you know, you get you get the image here. So we're going to try to really feel a nice openness through our throat, right? And through the chin here. So again, just taking a couple of deep breaths, inhaling. And then as you exhale, we went down before. Now I want you to see if you can look up. And you're keeping the chin up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Notice if you have any side, one side that's tighter than the other. How do the shoulders feel? Are they also creeping up as you look back? See if you can just gently pull those shoulders down as you lift your head up. We're going to hold it here for about 10 more counts. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, each exhale is your little micro movement, trying to lift your throat and your chin up and back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring your head back to that nice neutral position. All right, so in this position, I want you to ideally keep the arms where they're at. If it's too much, bring the arms all the way down. What I want you to do is I want you to find your ideal alignment with your head, okay? So we talked about it already, trying to stack your head on your spine. I want you to just nod down and nod up with your head, inhaling and exhaling. And this is, again, your way to feel if there's any side that's tighter than the other. And so the last 2 exercises that we did, I felt that my left side was actually tighter. And so I'm just going to try to pull my left shoulder down a little bit. I'm going to see if I can get more of a stretch and pay more of attention to that side. All right. If you don't have a side, great. See if you could just pull both shoulders down away from your ears. And we're just going to try to keep that whole alignment process happening here as we're nodding. We're going to do about 2 more nods each. And then I want you to find the middle ground here. So it's not so much of squeezing the orange or trying to look up to see if anyone's behind you. It's right in the middle here. And once you find that spot, I want you to now take a couple of deep breaths. When you exhale, see if you can, wherever your arms are at, see if you can melt them down into the floor. So if you're holding them in the air, get rid of that. Just let your arms relax down by your side. Open up your chest. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Widen through your collarbones. Open up the elbows. Allow your arms to even open up wide if that feels good to you. We're holding this for 10 seconds. Notice if your chin moves at all. 5 more counts here. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, you guys. Slowly bring those arms all the way down to your hips if they're not already there. We're going to keep the palms facing up towards the ceiling. And we're just going to see if we can let those shoulders wrap around your roller one more time. So just getting a little bit more of an open chest here. It's not so much neutral. I do want you to see if you can pull the tops of your shoulders back here. So if it helps, you can take your hands on top of the tips of your shoulders and just try to think of pulling those shoulders around to the other side, almost like they're going to make their way together, and really feel that nice squeeze through the shoulder blades. And this one's always good to mobilize the shoulder blades if they're feeling really tight. This one's also a really good one to do. Just 10 seconds to hold here. getting a nice stretch, hopefully an extra stretch through your neck and shoulders. 5 more counts. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. All right, you guys, carefully and take your time with this. You're going to roll yourself off of the roller. We're going to make our way up to a seated position. We're going to take the roller horizontal. If you need a pillow for support, you can bump the pillow or your blocks right behind the roller. We're going to bring that roller down into your mid back. So right where your bra strap line is, or where your base of the shoulder blades, right down there. So make sure you're not like at the top of your shoulder blades, like you're more mid back, okay? All the way down there. We're gonna take our hands back behind our head. I want you to go ahead and boost your hips up off of the floor. It's not so much of a leg workout here, so if it feels like it is, just bring the hips down, but a little boost here. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to reach your chest up towards the ceiling, and you're gonna hold right here. You're gonna take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Now, if it is a lot, bring your hips down. But I want you to see if you can lift your hips up, so that way there is a little bit more pressure for that mid-back area. So we're going to hold here. Make sure that you are feeling your hands supporting the back of your head. And in this position, what we're going to do is we're going to lean to one side, and then we're going to lean to the other side. Inhaling and exhaling here. Now again, anytime that we are rolling out the body like this and we're doing this myofascial release, this is all about you exploring your body, you trying to figure out where the areas are super tight, where you maybe need to hold, maybe you need to adjust your roller, okay? This is all about how you're feeling in the positions that we get in. All right, hands are going to stay behind your head. Hips are going to stay down. Ideally, that roller is right down by the base of those shoulder blades where we started, so adjust if you need to. Bring in the pillow if you need to. We are reaching our chest up towards the ceiling. We are taking our mini back bend and extension of the spine over the top of our rollers. We reach our head all the way back. Take a deep inhale and an exhale coming all the way back up. Do that again. Reaching all the way back, lifting that sternum bone, pulling those elbows as wide as you can here, allowing your throat to open, your chin to lift, that head to drop down, and using the arms, lifting the head, coming back up to starting. We're doing 2 more times here. And one last time here, I want you to stay down, hold. Again, that pillow can catch you here, or you can take the pillow away and see if you can really pull that head down all the way to the mat. Elbows are going to stay wide to the side. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. Now, if you have the pillow or if your head is ready, you can leave your head down and you can reach the arms out wide to the side. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys that option if you are ready for it. We did do a lot of myofascial release before this, so it might be, but if not, that's totally fine. We're gonna hold it here for 3 more counts. 2 and 1, slowly coming up. Take your time coming up to a seated position. Once you get to seated, we're going to reach to the toes. Take a deep inhale and exhale. You can bend your knees here if you need to. I just want you to reach and stretch over. Just feel how your back feels here. Inhaling and exhaling, letting your nose dive towards the knees. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to roll it all the way up. Okay, so when you get up to a standing position, let's just check out where we are from where we started. Down by your side, shake out the arms, Take a deep inhale, shrug those shoulders all the way up to your ears. And an exhale, you're going to drop the shoulders down, letting them go. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Go 1 more time. Take a deep inhale, pulling those shoulders up, collecting all of that tension that you don't want. Exhale, letting all of that go. Nice work, you guys. I hope you feel a little like a limp noodle and all of your stress we just pushed out, all the tension we pushed out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Pilates. Thank you so much.